Everyone seems to be hiding a secret. Perhaps I can start with that mysterious novelist and gather some useful information. It's cold. It should have been extinguished a long time ago. It's fixed to the fireplace. Huh. It's moving. Nothing happened. Did Mr. Orpheus never come here and go out the back door instead? Then... maybe I should have a chat. Strange. Mrs. Plinius is gone too. Someone placed some beehive boxes here. Was it Mrs. Plinius? These bees look pretty hostile. I better keep my distance from them. The remains seem to be of the same species as the bees in the boxes. Besides, through the dining room, there should be no other than... maybe I can have a chat with Miss... Was that Mr. Kreberg? Where is he going? There's a lookout. I should be able to see the entire race course from up there. I need something to climb up there. Maybe I can find something useful in the stable over there. Found it. This should help me get up there. Great. It seems to still be working. The deserted stands are in disarray, and many things have been damaged. Three mounds, two of which have cornflowers in bloom on them. Found him. I need to get a closer look. He seems to be looking for something. I need to get an even closer look.
Who's there? Mr. Orpheus. It would seem none of us are following the rules.
The spirit of exploration isn't a terrible quality. However, exploring aimlessly is usually futile. Isn't that so, Mr. Kreberg from Austria?
What do you know?
I investigated all the assets of this manor before coming here, including this racecourse that is named after your family, and the legend of the cornflowers. Oh, and Blue Hope.
Please, do tell.
In its prime, the Kreberg racecourse was a renowned racecourse where even its popular horses were quite famous.
If what you say...
So, where should we start?
After Mary passed away, my family sent multiple letters to Manus asking for the dowry to be returned.
It's not at the stables. I think I know where Mary and Cyanus are buried. The hill among the three that is only covered in withered grass. Maybe I can locate the necklace before they do.
You have an analytical mind, Mr. Orpheus. But being too brilliant may not always be a good thing.
Looks like someone beat us to it.
Oh? Isn't it you and your companion who beat me to it? Mr. Orpheus? Show yourself. If I'm not wrong, it's you, Miss Journalist. — Bring that box over and put it down on the ground here. Get over there. Turn around and don't look back until you hear a gunshot. Otherwise, it will be the last thing you hear.
It's in our best interest to listen to him. There are calluses on his palm, so he should be good with a gun.
Mr. Orpheus, don't you think it's strange? Mary's coffin isn't here, so where did Manus take her?
That depends on what Mary loves more than horses, jewelry, and praise.
The gate seems to be... This seems to be the same cipher machine mentioned in those diaries. It looks like a cipher machine that must be decoded with a key, but I don't know what the key is.
I think I know. What's wrong?
I'm alright. It's just that I'm not used to the sound.
Why don't you look for the other cipher machines? And we'll meet back here. You can leave the decoding to me.
What's with this noise again? And why are they amplified today?
I think I know how to decode them.
I found 5 other cipher machines.
Then now... Who is that?
Who is... I'll distract her! I'll leave the rest to you! The gate is open? The gate is open? Where's Mr. Orpheus? Alice. Alice.
Eurydice.
Someone is calling out to me.
I'm happy to see you awake. Mrs. Plinius said you fainted in the greenhouse. Fortunately, Mr. Orpheus was there. I've sent for the doctor in the city, but the storm last night destroyed the roads, so they can't return for now. But Mr. Orpheus is knowledgeable about medicine, and according to his preliminary diagnosis, you seem to be fine. I've instructed the kitchen to prepare some liquid food for you, and I'll go get it immediately.
Thank you. May I know how I got back here?
I found you unconscious at the racecourse's entrance. Perhaps you fainted from fear or shock? I carried you back here. I ran into Mrs. Plinius at the gate. I was forced to ask for Mrs. Plinius's help to prevent the others in the manor from learning that we took action on our own.
Where's Mr. Kreberg? Did he come back here?
I'm not sure. No one has seen him. Mrs. Plinius, the servants, none of them have seen him.
It depends on whether the servants are telling the truth. In fact, I've been in the greenhouse all day, so I don't know if anyone has gone in or out of the main building.
He ran away?
I've been to his room, and all his belongings were still there.
If that gem was his objective, then he has achieved it. Perhaps he felt it would be too risky to return and get his belongings?
When I said all, I meant the gem as well.
That's so unusual.
So I have reason to believe that he may be watching in secret. I've told Mrs. Plinius about the incident at the racecourse, and it seems the situation here is more dire than I ever imagined. Although I know there's no such thing as a free meal, I don't want to suffer an accident before the banquet even begins. Obviously, we must be wary of the elusive Mr. Kreberg right now. So in my opinion, it's always better to have more allies.
I agree. Then perhaps we should be more honest with each other, for the sake of our temporary alliance. For example, building trust by starting with the reason we're here. This manor's reputation isn't the best. I'm sure some materials and a specimen are not worth taking such a risk.
An article isn't worth it either. I don't mind. What about you, Mrs. Plinius?
I agree.
Then, who will go first?
In order to show my sincerity, I will go first. My presence here is linked to my husband's death. Who's going next?
This went on until not too...
Then...
How did they get inside?
Remember the nightingale in the story? You're braver than her.
Take her and run! And don't turn back!
Where did those kids go?
Shh! Don't be afraid. We'll meet again. There doesn't seem to be anything worth investigating here. Maybe I should try.